Time is both our greatest ally and our most ruthless adversary. We chase the future, believing that happiness lies in the next achievement, the next milestone, the next moment just out of reach. Yet in this endless pursuit, we neglect the only thing that truly exists, the present. We live in anticipation, measuring life not by the depth of our experiences, but by the distance between where we are and where we wish to be. We tell ourselves that once we arrive, once we have more, achieve more, become more, then we finally rest. But the future is a mirage, shifting further away the closer we get, forever dangling just beyond our grasp. And so, we sacrifice the now for the illusion of later. We fill our days with busyness, mistaking motion for meaning, distraction for direction. We become prisoners of our own ambition, shackled to an idea of success that is forever deferred. But what if we chose differently? What if we stopped running and started living? What if we embraced the moments we have, rather than the ones we hope will come? True fulfillment is not found in chasing the horizon, but in learning to stand still and appreciate the ground beneath our feet. Because in the end, time is not something to be conquered, it is something to be cherished. The day I truly woke up in my life was the day I had to compare the two paths I had to choose from. The first path, in a job for the rest of my life, hoping to get to 60, 65 to retire if I make it, to then not even have enough time or enough capability to then spend any money I may have earned, to not even be able to financially supply from maybe children or a wife, being weak, mind taken over by the media and scrolling on social media with my spare time, eating whatever. Much more goes along with that, but that was option one. Or option two, you work as hard as possible, you better your life, you eat good food, you look after your body, you improve yourself as a man, you become financially free so you can look after and provide for your kids and for their kids as well. To become the man you should have always become. When I had to reiterate these options to myself, I went with the second one every single time. And then I realised, if I'm going with the second one, I've actually got to go with the second one. So then that was the turning point for me. If I want that second one, if I want that second result, I actually have to do what is required to obtain the second result, and that's the sort of path I am for myself, on for myself. So yeah, you should too. If you want to be a capable person, not just a man, but a capable person in general, somebody who can travel the world, who can look after their children and a wife or whatever it may be. But you don't really know about that. You don't really know these days. But anyway, if you want to do that, you have to actually start acting towards it. You have to start working towards it. It doesn't just come to you, right? So for me, this video is so much about the realization of I was becoming someone I feared of ever so being. And I'm so young, but I recognized it early that the actions, the choices, the decisions I was making was leading me down the first path and was setting me up for it for the rest of my life. And I feared becoming that. When I reiterated to myself that there was this better option, harder working option, more successful option, why not go for it? This video and this narration is about the man I fear becoming. I don't want to be that person who can't provide and look after anyone, who isn't free in their mind, who doesn't have peace, who can't go and do what they want and live on their own terms, who can't be that masculine, force and good force for the world and for their family, for their future wife, kids, etc. That's who I want to be. That's who I've always wanted to be. But my actions weren't persuasive of that, but now they are. So if you want a good life and you want a successful life, you have to start showing up for yourself and actually putting in the required action to get there, not just telling yourself that you want it, because that's not enough. So what I always do with these videos is I like to give a narration. I like to show some overlays of clips of me maybe making food or any other ones in my day. And then I like to sort of go over my own evening planning. Every single video of one of these, I do my own evening planning and how the lesson in this video and each narration and video can apply to my life. So the man I feel becoming, why it's so important in my planning, is because when you plan, I do a short summary of the day, and that really helps me to understand what I'm doing right and how I can improve more, etc. I also do a task list for the day of all the things I've got to do to go smash out, which is going to get me towards the man I don't fear becoming, the man I want to become. So that's sort of how the lesson links into my planning today. So today's summary, I had work today. Every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday I have a part-time job just to, save money so I can eventually go travelling and create even more content and smash it, or up until I can start earning, some considerate money online, so then I can start, doing this every single day even more and quitting my job. That'd be brilliant, man. So yes, Thursday summary today. Great day. Isolated into my work. I don't know if isolated is the right word there. I just mean I was so focused where it was just me and my work. I was so present, just sitting there doing all the work, the editing, the recording. I've just been so focused, indulged. There's probably a better word to use there. But so isolated and I was so focused on it. So yeah, that was one of the plus sides today. Despite tiredness today, knowing I had work all day to come home to do all of this, despite tiredness, I always succeed. I always complete everything needed because that's who I am, and that is required if I want to be, the man that I want to be. So we also do a task list for the next day, and we go over the one we had today: work done, content done, meals done. Reading and meditation, actually, to be fair, was the only one I wasn't able to get done because of the fact that I had work today and to film content, to post content, to do this now. So that was the only little habit I wasn't able to get done, so we can move on to tomorrow and make sure it gets definitely done tomorrow because I'm supposed to be doing it every day. So, tomorrow we have work. Tomorrow we have content. Tomorrow we have reading and meditation. And I'm just going to write meals as well. Actually, I'm going to write recording, obviously, to make sure I get recording done, even though I do it every day. It's nice to have it as a task. Just to sort of reiterate it to yourself that, just to get it done sort of thing, even though I do anyway. But yeah, that has been the video, and there's so many more tasks I do in my life as well. A lot. Some you see on here, some you don't. It really depends on days I have work or whether depending on how much work I can produce in the time I have when I come back and stuff. But yeah, I hope you've appreciated the lesson and the narration, and I hope you took a lot from that, and I hope it sparked that energy within you that there's a certain version of you that you're not going to like becoming, and you're probably edging towards that version. So the main thing is here, if you want to genuinely actually become that second version, the better version, the more masculine version, or just the improved version, you have to do a U-turn and start edging towards that, and start redirecting your decision making to that specific goal and to that specific version, right? And if you don't do that, you're going to go to the first one, and that's what I had to realise. I want this second one, but I'm acting as if I want the first one. So I've got to change it, simple as start working towards the second one, and you should as well, and you'll start getting the benefits from that, and then your life will become that. You'll become the person you've always wanted to become, and you always know you should have become. So yeah, thank you for watching. Good night, goodbye for now, and on to another one tomorrow.